Good morning. In this video, we can discuss about techniques involved in sesame seed production. That sesame is concerned, often cross-pollinated category. So the chances for occurrence of that cross-pollination is 60%. So normally the flowers will occur on the leaf axil or on the stem, upper portion and branches. Corolla normally it's white in color. Some of the cases pale pink in color. And this time is in the early morning, that is in between 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. and the receptivity of the stigma also up to that 8 a.m. So if you want to make that seed set through cell pollination, means just you have to tie the tip of that corolla, so by that way you can prevent reaching of the foreign pollen to the stigma. So by that way we can ensure that cell pollinations. And the height of the flower is highly influenced by the environment. So this is a capsule of that sesame. It's a green in one, whereas the matured one somewhat brown in color. And during the time of maturity, the seed will be black in color. So before that is a green in color. So this is the internal structure of that seeds. So that outer covering, black color or brown color covering, will be available. If you remove that one, on your side you can see a solid matter, like two things will be available. So you can split open this into two half also. So this is a process of event occur during that germination process. So here that the floral thing. So this is a corolla, cup shaped corolla. On inner side you can see that style and stigma, everything will be available. So this is axil, the fruits will be occur. So the field view of the sesame. So this total plant things are available here. Here you can see that ovary, stigma and style, and the corolla, and that leaf systems. So here that anthers, and some of the cases that corolla it's pink in color. Most of the cases it's white in color. The pod, the capsule, that maybe initially have some hairiness will be there. During that maturity, the hairs and all stripped out. So these are things with reference to that plant anatomy and fruits that sesame is concerned. So here we have so many number of varieties. So some of them are black in color. The seeds are some of the cases black in color, some of the cases brown in color, some of the cases white in color. Say example TMB3, the variety released from that Tindivanam. The seed is a dark brown to black in color, and TMB4 it's a brown seeds, and TMB5 it's a light brown color seeds, and TMB6 also again brown color seeds, and CO1 actually it's dark brown seeds, and VRI1 that is again brown seeds, and VRI2 also a brown seeds, and SPPR1 it's a very popular, that is mainly because of that seed color. This is a white color seeds. So here you can see that different colored seeds of the sesame, and example for that one also. TMB 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all those things comes under the brown seed category. So that the brown seed category, whereas that Payur 1 and CO1 or comes under the black seed category, whereas SVPR1 and VRA3 comes under the white seed category. So during that immature form and mature form also, this is remain white, whereas these and all initially white and green in color. At the time of maturity only this will become that is a black or brown in color. Regarding that cultivation, so here we have only that variety alone, we don't have any hybrids. So the land requirement, like that of the other crop, the selected land should not be cultivated with other variety of the same crop in the previous season. So here, since it's an open cross-pollinated crop, so here we are recommending 100 meter isolation distance for foundation seed category and 50 meter for certified seed category. And ideal season, normally it's October, November, or if it is a Kharif season crop, means June, July. Or in the summer also we can take up if it is a summer crop, such as February, March. Mostly in Tamil Nadu, immediately after that harvesting of that Thaladi crops, so that Thaladi crop will be over by January. So after that the field will be utilized for sowing of that pulses or sesame. So if it is so, that sesame sowing will be in the month of February, March. Another main thing with reference to sesame is concerned, that maturity of that capsule should not go into the rain. So that is an important thing. And seeds and seed sowing. So this is a very small seeded material. So if it is a very small seeded one, apart from that, here we are following that direct sowing. And direct sowing, most of the farmers, they are following that broadcasting. What they are doing is they mix the seed with the sand and they go for broadcasting. If you follow that kind of operations, so you are in a position to use more quantum of the seeds and uneven placement of the seeds in the main field. So in one particular place more number of population will be there, in one particular place there won't be any populations. So the population maintenance and the spacing maintenance, everything is a problem. So in order to overcome the problems in the case of sesames, not only the sesame, all the small seeded crops, we are recommending that pelleting technology. So pelleting technology we are recommending. The main purpose of that pelleting is to increase the size of the seeds, and during that size increasement the shape also attain uniform. Normally that sesame seeds will be small in size. So this will be for the purpose of that pelleting process. What we are doing is that the sesame seeds are initially treated with some adhesives. So we have to add some adhesives, some gum, arabic or maida, like natural adhesives we can apply on the sesame seeds and thoroughly mix the adhesive and sesame seeds. Now that sesame seeds outer surface and some are sticky, at the time we have to shake the sesame seeds in a tray. So in the tray you have to do that shaking. You shake the tray. So by the way of shaking the tray, you are going to make the seeds to roll on the surfaces, roll on this like this. You have to make a roll on a particular surface at a 360-degree angle. During that rolling, at the time of rolling of the seeds, you have to sprinkle whatever that material you wanted to add on the surface of the sesame seeds. So whatever that material is applied over the surface of the seeds, because of the sticky nature, that will stick on the seed coat, and the size of the seed will be increased. And also because of the continuous rolling action at 360 degrees Celsius, the shape also become a uniform. That will be a globular shape or round shape that will be achieved. So at the end of the pelleting process, that a small seeded, a dot kind of sesame will be increased to the size of that green gram or black gram. So here you can see. So this is an untreated, unpelleted seed. This one is unpelleted seed. After that pelleting, this attain the uniform shape also attain. The size also increased. So if it is possible, that sowing also very easily we can done. So with the minimum seeds we can cover that maximum area. We can ensure that the prescribed level of spacing also. Either we can follow that manual way of sowing or mechanization also possible. Seed drills also possible, because already we have a seed drill for sowing of that black gram and green gram. So whatever the seed drill is available for that purpose, the same seed drill we can use for sowing of that sesame also. So in that way, that pelleting operation is very important. So similar pelleting operations we are also recommending for brinjal, chilies and tomato, because in those cases also seed cells also small, the shape also uneven. So if you follow that pelleting, you can convert that uniformly shaped material. So mechanization is possible. So here in sesame, that pelleting is a very important operations. For pelleting purpose, we can use that MnSO4. MnSO4 also a important micronutrient as far as that sesame is concerned. The sulfur is mainly needed for that oil production and oil quality maintenance of the seeds. That Mn is mainly related to that chlorophyll productions. As far as that sesame plant is concerned, that leaf, stem and everything is green in nature, so everything is photosynthetically active. So in order to increase that photosynthetic area throughout the plant, so that plant must be supplied with adequate amount of the Mn. So in that way, that MnSO4 is a right choice for pelleting purpose. So after pelleting, that seed will be sown in the main field, either Persian channel systems or riches and burrow systems. Then in addition to that above treatment, the regular biocontrol treatment like a trichoderma averde treatment as well as that biofertilizer treatment also we can offer for the sesame seeds, particularly that carbon dioxide treatment or the trichoderma averde treatments that give protection to the seeds against the soil-borne pathogens. So that is a thing. So that the recommended seed rate is 3 to 4 kg per hectare and spacing is 60 into 40 centimeter. That is, if you follow this spacing, you can accommodate 11 number of plants per meter square. Menus and fertilizers. So this also agriculture crops. So here we have to use that compost at the rate of 12.5 tons per hectare, and NPK requirement is 50, 25, 25 kg per hectare as a basal, and MnSO4 5 kg per hectare as a basal we have to apply. And then since it's a seed crop, so we have to apply that DAP. So during that first flowering, and second spray 10 days after the first spray. So 2 times we have to apply that DAP. And roguing we have to do that one mainly to ensure that the genetic purity of the crops. So the rogue should be identified based on the branching behavior, capsule size and color and seed color. Water management. So this is water we have to maintain. So depending upon the soil moisture conditions, at any cost we have to ensure that water availability during that flowering time and pod shedding time. And in order to take care of that weed population, so here we are recommending that alachlor application, and that should be on 20th day after sowing. Pest management. So this crop also affected by the pest and diseases, particularly that shoot pepper, pod borer and call mesh. So we have to control that one by the way of applying some systemic insecticides. Then regarding diseases, the pillody is a major problem. It's a viral diseases and insect transmitted. So if at all any pillody incidents recorded in the plants, the flower and fruit, everything become a leafy stretches. So that is a problems. And apart from that, root rot also it's a problem. So because of that only we are recommending the trichoderma averde seed treatment. Apart from that, the main field may be applied with the Pseudomonas fluorescens, that also a biocontrol agents. So Pseudomonas fluorescens at the rate of 2.5 kg per hectare, that should be mixed with the 50 kg of the well decomposed farm manure and applied on the main field. Or we have to use that neem cake, or again we can apply that trichoderma averde and all those things mainly to control the root rot pathogens. The storage also some pest will create a problem. So to control all those problems, whatever that containers used for that storing of the seeds, that should be tested with the insecticides. That regarding the agricultural operations, that earthing of operation is very very important, like that of the cotton and other crops, because that main stem going to have that branches that capsules will be available. So to prevent the lodging, so that the main stem should be mechanically supported. So in that way, that earthing of operation is very very important. So here the harvesting is somewhat challenging. We cannot wait for attainment of maturity of all the capsules in the plants. If you wait for that, that yearly formed capsules get shattered and the seed will be spilled. So because of that, as and when that 75 to 80% of the pods that attain brown in color and the bottom 1 or 2 pods have decreased, we have to do that harvesting. So we have to cut the entire plants. During that time, that moisture content will be 50% and the pod moisture content will be 50%. Seed moisture content is somewhere around 25 to 30%. So anyhow, we have to harvest the crops. Another important symptoms used for assessing that harvesting time is just you examine the 10th capsule from the bottom by opening. The seed turn black, harvest should be done immediately. So by that way only we can prevent the wastage of that seeds through dehiscence process. After harvesting, so we have to go for the stacking. So we have to stack the plants like this. Here you can see that root portion that should be grounded on the floor and tip should be kept erect. So we have to put it in the and keep it like this. So during that times that enormous heat will be generated, so that heat will speed up the maturity of the immature capsules. So immature capsules will attain maturity. So this is for time for 3 days. After that you have to spread the material to the sunlight. Then if at all any immature capsules are remain there, that is capsule with the green in color is there, again you have to do that restacking and allow it for another 3 days, and then you have to open up and spread the material, and you can beat with the sticks. By that way you can separate the seeds from the mother plant. So that is a practice right now we are following. We don't have any instruments for separation of the seeds as on date. So for processing purpose, here we are recommending 5 by 64 inches round perforated metal sieves. The seed yield will be 1200 to 1300 kg per hectare if it is a irrigated crops. If it is a rain-fed crops, so 800 to 1000 kg per hectare. So for storage purpose, so here we have to reduce the moisture content to the level of 78%. After reduction, seeds should be treated with carbendazim to give protection to the seeds against storage pathogens. And if you want to store the seeds for more than a year, we have to pack the seeds in a polythene bag with 700 gauge thickness. So by that way we can store the seeds for longer period of time. So here maintenance of the viability is not a major problems, whereas in the groundnut the maintenance of the viability is problems. Here that seed standard also it's a higher level. So for germinations, the minimum prescribed level is 80%. Even though most of the oil seeds we are prescribed the minimum germination percent is 70, but in the case of sesame it's 80%, because it is small seeds and seed coat is somewhat tough when compared to that groundnut and other crops. So that the maintenance of the viability is somewhat easy when compared to other oilseed crops. But here the pure seed percentage is 97%, because manually we are going to separate the two beating actions, and the seed size also very small. So separation of the inert matter from the seed is somewhat a problem. So because of that, here both for foundation and certified seeds, the prescribed level of physical purity is a minimum, not a maximum, minimum 97%. That is the thing. Inert matter also they are maxing that maximum chances are up to 3%. So these are all the things with reference to sesame varietal seed production is concerned. Thank you very much.